More than 80 young adults gathered for the third annual Diocesan Emerging Conference from August 2nd through the 4th at St. Francis of Assisi Parish in Grapevine. The event's theme focused on the Year of Faith and encouraged young adults to spread their faith throughout the world. The conference began on Friday with prayer, praise and worship, and social activities. On Saturday morning, young adults gathered for a day of prayer, workshops, and small group discussions. Sunday then concluded with a presentation by keynote speaker Jean Monterastelli. Saturday's primary events consisted of prayer, music, workshops, mass, and adoration. Prayers included Liturgy of the Hours, praise and worship, and opportunities for a personal hour of prayer in replacement of a workshop presentation. Workshop topics included how to speak to an atheist about God, becoming debt-free, and the Eucharist. Other topics included early Christianity, prayer, evangelization, and the Church's teachings on hot topics such as abortion, contraception, and the homosexual lifestyle. Workshop presenter and former University of Dallas campus minister Jennifer Gilbo says discussing current hot topics was not as difficult as she expected.
Hopefully it'll at least plant a seed, and maybe later they'll revisit it, or at some point in the future they'll say, "Oh, I remember that woman talking about that one time." If nothing else, I hope that they remember the Church's stance, yes or no, on each of the issues. And if they don't remember why, hopefully they remember to go to the catechism and look it up, or talk to their pastor or something. I hope that they at least have the resources and the tools.
22-year-old Amber Nortman of St. Peter's Parish in Lindsay said Gilbo's presentation was very relatable, especially during this time in her life.
The Hot Topics was really good because there's a lot of stuff that's really important to me right now. I have a lot of friends that are going through a lot of those issues, so it's just good for me to have as much information as I can so that I can talk to them whenever I need to.
Current University of Dallas campus minister Scott Chukla presented a workshop on Saturday afternoon about early Christianity. He discussed hospitality and community within the early Christian culture and encouraged young adults to evangelize through their God-given gifts.
They believed in intimate community, in being together and celebrating together, in spending time together. And I focused on how that pillar can really affect us today, especially as young adults, as we move into parish life and out of colleges. We kind of can get lost in the shuffle of parish life, and how it's really important for us to find other people like us and then make a concerted effort to be together in Mass and be together after Mass, go somewhere, just celebrate our joy together as a community.
Youth Minister Jimmy Suarez from St. Bartholomew Parish in Fort Worth also presented a workshop relating to evangelical topics. As a youth minister and bar owner, he explained that one can evangelize under almost any circumstance.
I'm currently co-owner of a bar on 7th Street, and I explained to them that even there, especially there are people who are hurting, and they reach out to alcohol, and I just kind of tried to have a conversation with them and tell them, hey, you can't let Satan just take a hold of your life. You need to reach out for God, and he can pull you out of any situation. I just wanted the kids to the young adults to understand, it doesn't matter where you are or what it is that you're doing. You can see a person on a bench like the elderly lady, or you can be doing work like the Franciscan friars, or you can be in a bar. I mean, God is everywhere, and Satan is everywhere. We need to be ready and just open to accept God wherever he is, and the Holy Spirit working through us no matter where we're at.
Keynote presenter Jean Monterastelli is well known for his work with Apex Ministries. He presented workshops focused on prayer, unconditional love, and everyday holiness. Monterastelli does not have the opportunity to work with young adults on a regular basis and found it an enjoyable experience.
I am heartened by the fact that so many people would give up a fabulous summer weekend with a bunch of people they don't know. I mean, most of the people who are here might know 2 other people or 3 other people. And to just say that this is something that's important and that they need a part of, like, that's super encouraging. I love that fact. And the conversation I'm having with folks is great. Like, they're asking really hard questions, and they're really trying to understand who they are and how they live that out daily. And that's nothing but encouraging.
22-year-old Elizabeth Gomez of St. Francis of Assisi in Grapevine also enjoyed Frank's presentation.
Mass should be something that you hold special, and that every time you go to Mass, to get something out of Mass, which is the Eucharist, and really appreciate that and be reverent whenever you receive the Eucharist.
29-year-old Kim Story, also of St. Francis of Assisi in Grapevine, says she thoroughly enjoyed Monte Stelli's presentations. Additionally, she especially enjoys the community aspect of the Emerging Conference.
The great thing is coming together and learning how to work through those questions together and apply all these theological concepts to our day-to-day lives.
21-year-old Chris Valier from the University of Texas at Austin Catholic Center played in the band for the Emerging Conference. He says the conference is a great way to mingle with Catholics his age.
I think it's great that we have this as a young adult conference because we're all around the same age and everybody can come together as like our generation and be around people the same age as us, singing the same songs rather than feeling embarrassed that you're like maybe 5 years older than maybe a high school kid that's standing next to you. And I think that's really a comforting factor in this conference.
Associate Director of Young Adult Ministry Jeff Hedgeland told the North Texas Catholic what he hopes attendees take home from the Emerging Conference.
One more step deeper in their faith, wherever they're at right now, that this conference would be a way that they've learned something new and found a way to take their faith deeper.
Hedgeland hopes attendees now know they are not alone in their walk of faith. I'm Jacqueline Burkpile for North Texas Catholic News.